Cup. Today it's live third round coverage of the Pittsburgh Invitational. And hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. We are at Oakmont Country Club in western Pennsylvania. Frank, the site of so many historic moments. Great players have made their mark here. Sam Snead, Ben Hogan, Jack Nicklaus, Ernie Els, a long and distinguished list.
Oakmont, if it's not the most difficult golf course in North America, Rich, it's certainly one of the most difficult golf courses. With its 210 bunkers, really personified by the church pews, the hard and slick greens that slope away from the player and the tight fairways. This golf course always requires the utmost precision.
Excellent opening tee shot right in the fairway. Frank, downhill shot here. Will he have to take it just a little bit easier?
Yeah, be careful with the ball position as well. If you play the ball too far forward and try and scoop it, it's not going to work.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Doing whatever he wants with that golf ball. Moving it left, moving it right, hitting it straight when it's called for. He's doing it all. Different day, different hole. Made bogey yesterday. He'll do better this time, it looks like.
Great start.
On the tee, ready to go. That was just a beautiful drive and hit it solid and right in the middle. So this is where club selection becomes much more important. Uphill, make sure you have enough stick, and then swing away. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Bogey here yesterday. Now this for birdie. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. They'll take it. That's a par. Moving on to the third hole now. Again, it's a par 4 of 428 yards, but you can see the distinctive bunkering on the left, making this, Frank, one of the most famous holes in golf.
It is. The church pews that adorn the left side, they're no fun to be in, that's for sure, because somehow, invariably, you always seem to get behind one of those grass strips behind, and all you're left to do is punch out. Not just that, too. The amount of bunkers on that right side really narrowed that down. Now, this tee shot plays downhill, and then you've got to be ready for that uphill second shot.
Get a good look now at the second shot here at hole number 3. This is a good-looking shot. Just a pure strike and a perfect result. He'll have a good look at birdie now. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better. Virtually no error in that putting stroke. Good putt.
Here now with the par 5 fourth at Oakmont, 609 yards in length. Good par 5. Good tee shot right in the fairway and plenty long. Going to try to put a little air under this one with a lob wedge. Well, hit the green, but certainly not close to the hole.
Yeah, probably barely give him a C for that shot.
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right. Settles in over the putt. Oh my goodness, how did he miss that? Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Never a bad score on the card. That's par. And now the 5th hole, short but challenging par 4, 382 yards, and it obviously rewards precision off the tee, heavily bunkered along the way. Good contact, good result. Starting off the round very well here, Frank, hitting fairways.
Yeah, like any sport, really, you've got to get off to a good start. We always have that unattainable goal of perfection, but really that's what drives us forward. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Superb shot once again, and only about 15 feet away for a birdie.
Really. This is an awkward length. It's amazing. It doesn't matter how close it goes. It's an extra shot. That one will definitely hurt.
Just a couple of feet. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
And now to the par 3 6th here at Oakmont, measuring in at just under 200 yards. Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance really for birdie, but really it was a rather poor approach shot.
Well, that's not the way you wanted to start out the backside here.
Yeah, you can't afford from inside 10 feet. It just, you feel like you have to make those, and I mean, they really sting when they miss.
Well done. All set here at the par 4 7. Frank, what do players need to look out for off the tee?
It's a rather intimidating tee shot there, since the trees have all been removed that used to be very, very close to the... When he goes after it like he is here.
Gave that the full treatment. Get up. That, Frank, is position A.
Wouldn't you like to have that in your bag every day?
Love it. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. That is impressive. Hit every single green in regulation today. Well done. This hole's been good to him. Birdie yesterday, and trying for another one today. This can be a cruel game at times. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Nothing wrong with that par putt. The par 3 8th. This is where Angel Cabrera, Sunday at the U.S. Open in 2007, made a deuce, and it was set up to play at 300 yards on that final day. This is all you want, Frank, in a par 3.
Yeah, it was the first 300-yard par 3 ever in a U.S. Open.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie.
Oh, now that is going to hurt.
A makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. Par here's fine, isn't it, Frank? Here we are at the 9th, par 4, 477 yards. Frank, this is a rugged hole.
It is. It used to be a par 5. Some say it should still be a par 5. Long, straight hole, runs alongside the first hole there. Bunkers left and right, and of course if you find the rough, the remnants of what it used to be a par 5 is that nice little cross bunker in the middle of the fairway which forces you to lay up.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Tough approach shot here at the 9th. Appears to be what they call a... What was he thinking?
No earthly idea.
No problems there.
Yeah, keeps the round going, keeps the momentum on his side.
Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
In the fairway here at the 10th, nice way to start off the back nine. Frank, what's this approach shot look like here at the 10th?
Another one you're trying to gauge what the ball's going to do when it hits the ground. If this hits the ground on the front of this green, then there's a good chance, believe it or not, it might stay on. Now, you think I'm joking? But you hit one there a little low that catches that front right corner. More often than not, it finishes on the back left.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. This one just requires a little bit of focus.
How did that miss?
Are you kidding me? I mean, that one was dead center. Those keep the round going, those par putts. Frank, it's only 379 yards, a par 4. You thinking birdie here at the 11th?
You would think for that distance, no, but you'd take 4 here. It's a stringent tee shot. The fairway doesn't really look pleasing to the eye. It looks like it moves out to the left, but that's exactly where those bunkers are. So more often than not, we see players hitting out of the right rough. And back in 1994, this is where the playoff finished with Lauren Roberts and Ernie Els.
Nothing to argue about there, right in the fairway. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
This is a good-looking shot. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday.
Just when you think you're going to make birdie, now have to really concentrate on this and at least make par.
Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round.
Virtually no error in that putting stroke. Good putt.
Well, the par 5 12th here at Oakmont is no cupcake. It measures in at 667 yards. What a drive. Just tattooed that. Nice position, short grass, Second shot.
Could have been a lot worse. That didn't finish up too bad.
No, just on the fringe, so he'll still have an opportunity to knock this one in. So, Frank, just from the fringe, what's the best way to hit this shot?
The best players would chip. This is going to be risky, though. I don't know if he's got the skill.
Good chance now after that approach shot for a birdie.
Oh, you're so precise coming in, and the measurement is 9 feet away.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Man,
I just pushed it.
well, that hurts.
Now it's at sneaky distance.
Well, that's just a poor putt, Frank, and now let's hope he doesn't make Michael Dublé.
He's hardly going to be singing after that one.
Just a couple of feet.
That looked like it nearly got below the lip, the level of the lip there.
Can't believe that one, Frank. That was a complete horseshoe right there. That is a double bogey. Pushing our way into this back nine, we arrive at the par 3 13th. It's 183 yards. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Birdie try up next. And it's a long way to the hole from here. Never easy. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one. No mistake made there with the par.
Rich Lerner back with you at the 14th hole at Oakmont. And this is a hole that offers up a pretty good scoring opportunity, a short par 4, 358 yards.
That's fine.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Terrific golf shot. And now that for an easy birdie. And getting ready for the putt. And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
How about this hole, Frank? 499-yard, par 4 15th. All you want.
Oh, that's for sure. The church pews down the left. It's about 340 yards to get all the way past them, so that's not really an option. Bunkers down the right side, really, they tell you, you've got to somehow hit something in between both of those. And the reason why it's another fairway you want to hit is a long second shot. It's a little uphill to a green. Well, just like all the others, is going to take something special.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole. Even par, currently.
Good work right there. He'll settle for par. Frank, this is a point in the round where you really need to summon your best stuff. Par 3 of 231 yards. You know the pressure's building. We're at the 16th hole, and you have a long iron in hand. You can't flinch. You can't take it halfway back and go. This has to be the complete swing, and you have to really have the nerve on this shot.
Yeah, this shot has to be hitting right out of the button, that's for sure. One thing to consider, though, in the back of your mind, it's always better putting back uphill. Well, uphill is actually from the back of the screen. So you actually can be a little braver on 16 than what you might think standing on that tee, because a little long is better than a little short.
And it makes the green in regulation. This for another birdie on this hole on the week. He's made it. Frank, here we are at the 17th. It's only 313 yards. That's par 4, by the way. Nowadays, that could be a par 3. What's the right way to play this hole, or does it simply depend on where you are in the championship?
I think it depends on where you are in the championship. Sometimes people try and hit drivers at drivable par 4s. Believe it or not necessary to make birdie, but it's the easiest option to make 4. One of the problems here at 17, if you do lay it up and the flag is on the right side, you turn it into a very, very difficult short par 4. And that's the reason why people often try and drive these greens.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid.
That just came out blazing. As soon as it hit the green, it was never going to stop.
Great knees, great hands in this shot.
Yeah, touch. You have to have that feel. You have something between the ball and the club face, so it's a different feel, but you also have to have imagination.
Down, little Sheba, down! So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
Frank, that reminds you of maybe what, the greatest bunker player of all time? Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. That's just a poor putt right there. No other way to say it. And a drop shot, a bogey at 17. Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round. That's a bogey, but still in the lead.
We start to see shots in hand really valuable.
This is where so many of the legends, from Hogan to Nicklaus to Miller to Els, made their imprint. And don't forget about Angel Cabrera, the last time the U.S. Open was played here. The 18th hole, the clubhouse straight ahead. What a view, and what a moment in the championship. He just blasted that one down the fairway. Out there about 325 yards. Well, Frank, it comes down to this. One more good swing, one more difficult shot.
And one more correct decision as well here, Rich. Different levels on these greens. This ball is going to have to land on the correct level to get the right result. Should be safely on deck.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Birdie here yesterday. This putt again for birdie. Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
He got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
So just a formality here. Bad news is, that's a bogey. The good news, still tied for the lead.
Yeah, he's the only one disappointed. The rest of the field aren't. And made it a real cat fight.